Yesterday I didn't do a good enough job applying sunblock. You have to apply sunblock, little Gugu-Gee-ans, because otherwise your human skin will burn, and it's quite uncomfortable and can be very unhealthy if you overdo it too often. There were some areas that don't usually burn that were exposed because of the position of sitting in the kayak, around my ankles and on my upper thighs. So anyway, just make sure that you've covered all the areas that are going to be exposed to the sun. Very important.
Some coffee and some bagels.
Greetings, Gugu-Gee-ans. Well, I have just parked for Horseshoe Bend, and I'm about to go on that hike and see the wonderful bend, Horseshoe Bend, at the end of it. I can't wait. It was $10 to get in. This will be a rather concise episode today. I drove 3 short miles from Page to Horseshoe Bend, just outside of the small town. All right, here we go. We've just started the trail to Horseshoe Bend. There are bathrooms over there if one should need a bathroom. And not the flushable sort of bathroom, the sort of bathroom with a big hole that goes down, which are not exactly pleasant, but they keep them quite clean, I'll say. So I was just informed by a little old lady who was just being helpful that I should go to the right when I get there to get a better view of the rim. To the right. There are a lot of elderly people hiking this path, so I think it is a pretty easy hike. Look ahead. Okay, so it's not very far. It's not a very far hike at all. I've only been walking for about 5-10 minutes most. The hike to Horseshoe Bend is about 1.5 miles round trip. The river below is roughly 1,000 feet down. Get ready for it. Here it comes. Beautiful. Wow, look at this. Kayaks down below. This naturally formed bend is amazingly 270 degrees. See those teeny tiny kayaks down there? Checking my brain feed now. I do see that there are services which will backhaul you upriver and rent you a kayak, so you can kayak around the bend. Spectacular. I think you can camp there too, if that is your preference. Wow. That is amazing. Well, let's go right, as was suggested by the lady. See what's over here. To the right. Horseshoe Bend is an incised meander. And to get an idea of what a meander is and how it is formed, I highly recommend looking at the meander video from 2-Minute Geology. I'll include a link in my brain feed. Well, I don't think I'm going to get the perfect selfie because I don't like going right up to the edge of a cliff. I really don't. But as long as there's 6 feet between me and the edge, in case I trip, because I'm clumsy sometimes. I actually think the rail area is better for me because you can go right to the edge and see the water below. When looking at spectacular beauty, sometimes one can wax philosophical. Traveling solo can be a very free experience, and it can also be a little bit lonely at times. But you do meet kind humans along the way. One such kind human offered to take my photo. This is a little bit morbid, but still fascinating. The Bend is known as the suicide capital of Arizona because humans with suicidal thoughts seem to flock here for a spectacular finale. It is hard to comprehend why a human would take his or her own life, but I am trying to understand them better. And that is about as close as I can comfortably get to the edge. So just watch your footing if you go off the path. A little man-made shade certainly is appreciated on the way back. Be sure and bring water. There is none for sale here and no place to refill. Well, I hope you enjoyed this week's small episode. Tune in next week when we will visit Bryce Canyon National Park. It is definitely among my 2 favorite places that I encountered on my trip through the Southwest. Be sure not to miss it. By the way, very quickly, if you like the show, consider Buy Me a Coffee to help support the show. Buy Me a Coffee is a great way for creators and artists to accept one-time support or membership ongoing from their fans for the price of a coffee. Go to buymeacoffee.com/brainfire to help the show. Thank you.
Get out of here to where the weather is clear. We'll take some coffee and some bagels and get out of here to where the weather is clear.